Well, as I can see, smart black men are, man, it's getting real messed up on YouTube. Smart black men all over YouTube are literally crossing a threshold, man. Uh, they can feel an evolutionary leap about to take place. The minds are connecting. And looking at Soul and Black's video with monstrosity, uh, talking about Kelly Williams. Hey, I mean, I totally understand why Soul and Black is sticking to his point, because his point is basically it's undefeatable. There's folks can come in and post all types of crazy shit, all what they want, but the reality is that you know one point was made, another point was made, and it's done. And the reason why it's done is because Solon Black looked up the evidence involved. He went beyond what the television was telling people. He actually did his own research and came up with adequate conclusions. Look, if 99%, and that's what he's saying, in this case it was 100 people, if 99% went one way, and one woman, an African American woman, who is strong and independent, who had a bunch of options available to her for her defense, she can concede and pay the fine, or she can continue on being strong and independent and all that good stuff, and she can go to jail. Well, that's what happens. The community at large, the American society, is trying to send the African American community, in particular African American women, a message, a clear message. You effed up, we all know it, and you're going to accept your responsibility. You're going to accept your part. Black women have done such a dang good job for 30 years projecting their failures onto black men that no one saw the obvious truth. It wasn't the black men at all. It was the African American women. They even brag about it, calling themselves strong and independent, the backbone of the black community. But that's immaterial to what actually happened within this video series with Soul and Black versus Monstrosity 19. It was just a clear and easy case that Soul and Black deciphered on his own, by himself, with no help, that puts a spotlight on ignorance. Puts a spotlight on ignorance and how far ignorance can get you. He got dude by his neck and didn't let him go. It's a defeat. Ain't no way around it. But hey, I know the black community. Now it's time to shuck and jive. You dig what I'm saying? Now it's time to shuck and jive. Now it's time for the ignorant Negroes to come on out and do a little dance and tell a little joke and point out, well, you're talking like you're white. And look at how well I can dance. You can't dance, Negro. And you're a house nigger. And you're this. And you're just mad because I get all the women. And no progress, right? Forget about that. That day is over. Folks is tired of this type of ridiculousness. They tired of looking at this type of ridiculousness. First of all, fools, we all can dance. What are you talking about? Second of all, Tiger has all the women. What are you talking about? All these concepts have been blown out the water. Dude. Guys. Ignorant. Fools. Black women. Understand. The smart guy gets a whole bunch of women too. Smart guy can dance too. Smart guy got money. He just don't share his life with ignorant fools. He ain't got to play by them old crazy ass black women rules. And then to make it so bad, he broke the brainwashing. He broke it. He's no longer brainwashed. He don't care about nothing. Do you know that booty twerking don't make you $1 billion? Did y'all know that, black community? Did you know? Did you know? Well, let me be the first black man on the planet to come down and explain to y'all that booty twerking don't make $1 billion. But ignorance. So I can't wait to see all the ignorant videos to prove how funny and ignorance is so much better than actually proving your point. I mean, actually proving your point. Your point can't be a dance. Your point can't be a rap. Your point can't be something else stupid. And then, see, black women, I'm still the man. Ain't nobody seeing y'all as the man. Why does P. Diddy put on a suit? Why does Jay-Z wear a suit? Why does Dr. Dre put on a suit? Y'all ain't even caught up yet. Your ass being left behind. I mean, I'm looking at posts. I'm looking at fatigued black people, especially black men. Black women ain't nowhere to be found. What they feared most, hence all that projection, is that black men would figure it out. That black men would break the brainwashing. Everybody has come to the conclusion right here, right at this moment in time, that ignorance cannot lead the black community. Whether if it's manifested and created by African American women and then picked up by the black males who refuse to use their brain to say, hell no, I ain't going that way. That's crazy talk. So y'all been living with an idea in your head that having the intelligence level of a 21-year-old was enough. Oh, I'm done. If I get hit by a bullet, hey, whatever after 21. And so y'all got a 21-year-old and below mentality. Forget, talking about the not all of us and the all of us police and, and I totally agree with every brother that says the not all of us police or the all of us police. They need a label because they need to stop standing up on this dumbness. Just like Soulnblack is like, look, I'm making a stand right here. I'm drawing a line in the sand. No, you cannot squander our legacy. What all these black people from the past stood for. You ain't going to squander that. You're not going to destroy that. And I'm not going to let you destroy that. It's the same type of thought process that hit my head during the re-education of the black authority. I stumbled onto something that all this time, these ignorant ass black people were talking about people who actually did the work, who did what nobody else could do. beat them. They beat the man. They beat the white man, the white woman, white people, whatever. Y'all just ain't had sense enough to claim victory. Yeah. I'll say it again. Y'all just ain't had sense enough to claim victory. Instead, you let the ignorant ones get control of the ship and say, oh, no, 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 no. Don't listen to them smart black people over here. Listen to me. You took the welfare. You took the rims. You took the, I'm going to sell as much weed as possible. You took all that, crack, whatever. The women, they took that fast cash. They took the dealer of it. They sexed them real good. They had babies, man. And then they get mad and want to come back around to the educated, smart brother with no children and demand ownership of all these men. These men that they didn't want to have nothing to do with before. But now they want to claim ownership. And they are crazy for trying. This is what I know as a black man. This is my legacy as a black man. Black men freed themselves. You can't claim ownership over somebody who freed himself and you too. That's my legacy, at least part of it. All you brothers need to know that. Soul and Black knows it. Whole bunch of smart brothers out here know it. Black Skin One knows it. Leon Norway knows it. Speak the Real knows it. MKT King knows it. Lou 28 knows it. Shoot. And all the rest of these brothers who are posting positively on these pages. They all know. You can't claim ownership over somebody who had and has his destiny in his own hands. You didn't have the power to fight that battle. Only the black man had the power to fight that battle. You were inconsequential at the time to fight the Civil War. That's just history and reality. Just accept it. You can't change it. Man, y'all don't realize way too much. Way too quick. The answers was right there in front of you. And you're all coming to the smart ones, not the dumb ones. The smart ones are coming to the same conclusion. We can't roll with this the way you talking. I mean, the whole curtain has been pulled back. And a few super smart brothers is realizing that the black community has been looking ridiculous for a long time. That the vast majority of the black community has been living in a bubble that has been constructed for them by idiots. By idiots, man. People who had their own goals in mind. You can't come to an educated black man who has no children and demand that you are equal to a woman who has no children, whatever race she is. That's unreasonable. If he took the time out not to have the kids, how is there some type of equality there? I mean, and then these women actually have the nerve to come at these brothers and try and shame them, and to immediately go on the attack and say, what's wrong with you, man? Saying to that black man, what's wrong with you, black man? How come you don't have kids? What's wrong with you? What you mean, what's wrong with me? They act like it's an abnormality. That this brother took the time out to say, hey, look, I want to find the right woman, the perfect woman. But she's angry because she didn't take that time out to find the right man, the perfect man. I sat up there and I watched one of these judge shows, and there were 3 African American young ladies up there. Women, in fact. They had gotten into a car accident because one of the young ladies did not have a driver's license, never had a driver's license, never took the test. But somehow she ended up being the driver. And it was the other young lady's car. So the judge, Judge Joe Brown, he asked a question and actually posed it and put it out there for the audience to understand and to know. All three women were under the age of 25. And each one of them had 3 children apiece. One of them was somewhere around 22, the other one was somewhere around 23, and the other one was somewhere around 24. And not only that, some of the kids were 5 and 6 years old. You see what I mean? And there was nothing wrong. They didn't look like hood rats. Nope. They looked like intelligent women. Nicely dressed, had their makeup done, to any average black dude. You would be fooled. And they already, at 23 years old, have 3 kids. You would be fooled. And you would be a fool to get into that relationship and have that woman and her 3 kids and her baby daddies draining your wallet. But that's the trap. That's the trap for you, black man. And they are angry because y'all done started to figure out the trap. And y'all done decided that you are worth more than that. That you, as an individual black man, is worth more than that. And they can't stand that. And then we have their offspring. A brother man who done fell into a trap that he can't get himself out of without the backing of ignorance. Remember, y'all always got to remember the clown. He gonna have to clown out, dance out, sing out, whatever he can out. That's how the black community has been running for 30 years. Can you believe that? Can you imagine what everybody else has been looking at? Hell, look, a couple of things. These are the last things, man.